I put together a list of the top 10 most expensive Pokemon cards in the entire Sword and Shield era, and today we're going through all of them so you know exactly which cards are the biggest chasers. And the reason for this is because we are coming towards the end of the Sword and Shield era, with Crown Zenith I believe will be the last set in there, so we don't know where those cards are going to rank, but we can go ahead and see which sets are the best before Crown Zenith hits. The cheapest card on this list is over $150 current market price. If y'all are excited, please drop a like for me. Comment right now what you think the most expensive card will be. I think it's going to be pretty easy. And subscribe so you never miss out on the videos. But guys, let's go ahead and get into it. In our number 10 spot, we have Espeon VMAX. Also, my head's going to be moving from one corner to the other so y'all can get a good look at all the cards and stuff. But we have Espeon VMAX from Fusion Strike Alternate Art Secret. If I'm not mistaken, every single card on this list is an alternate art card from different sets in the Sword and Shield era. But taking a look over here, we got the near mint value. Well, that's TCG's price. Okay, let me give you all the current market price. So $152.24. And as y'all can see, these graphs, all of them are going to be going, I'm pretty sure all of them are going to be hitting a steep incline because we are coming toward the end of this Sword and Shield era, and we don't know if the next era will have alternate art cards. I personally think they will, but it's not confirmed, so these might be the last alternate arts we see ever, or even for a long time. Come on guys, let's talk about it. These new Pokemon with the vehicles and whatnot, motorcycles, those are not Pokemon. They are not good. Pokemon, what were you doing? But yeah, number 10, really cool. Number 9 actually came as a personal, like, I was shocked when I saw this. Personally, I just didn't know this card was that expensive. And then another personal opinion, I don't think this was the best set. I know some of y'all do like it, but up next in our 9 spot, we have Blaziken VMAX from Chilling Reign. Now, I'm not hating on this card whatsoever. I think it's really cool with the Inteleon and stuff up there, but to me, I just think there's other alternate art cards for cheaper that maybe could have been in this spot instead of Blaziken, but we can't argue with the price, and that current market price is sitting at $161.60, barely beating the Espeon. And again, with the graph, we see a straight up incline basically over the past 3 months. This thing is skyrocketed, and that price is probably just going to continue to go up. Coming in at number 8, we have a card from Evolving Skies. This is a set we're probably going to be seeing more cards from throughout this video as the list goes on, but we have Glaceon VMAX. This card is absolutely beautiful. I have personally never pulled this card, and I would like to. Very personal opinion, I do like the V better. The snow, so cool. Can't pull that one either. But Glaceon VMAX, guys, is coming in, only beating the Blaziken by $2, but it still beats it. $163.27. Now, this one's a little bit surprising because we do see Glaceon absolutely shoot up here about a month ago, a month and a half ago, absolutely skyrocketed, and then we slowly see it start to come down. I think that's because there's kind of a rumor mill right now with Evolving Skies that we might get a reprint at Christmas, we might not. I don't think we're going to get the reprint, and even if we do, my thing is, like, they're just gonna stick a bunch of ETBs on shelves, and it's impossible to pull anything from ETBs. We don't like ETBs over here. Number 7, Gengar VMAX from the set Fusion Strike, a set in the Sword and Shield era that a lot of people hate on, and myself included. Never have too much fun opening that set, but when you see the price of this Gengar, you sit back for a second and you're like, okay, respect given, because Gengar is a beautiful card, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is now our second card we're seeing from Fusion Strike in the top 10 list, and when you think of Fusion Strike, personally, I just never think of it as a set like that would be in the top 10 at all, but now it has 2 cards in the top 10, so respect's given. Gengar is another beautiful card along with that Espeon in the beginning, and it barely beats our last card. $165.50 is the current market price from it, and this graph over the past 3 months goes up. We do see a small little drop right here, but for the most part, it seems to be going up, and it may continue to do so. Coming in at number 6. Before I show y'all this card, I completely disagree with this slot so much, and y'all can tell me your thoughts and opinions on it in the comments. I think this card is so overhyped. I am sad, but also happy to announce that the 2022 Poke World Cup official tournament is coming to an end. Today is the championship. It's the last time to vote. Only 2 Pokemon remain, and those 2 Pokemon are Charizard, coming in at our number 1 spot, is facing off with number 2 seeded Rayquaza. Who's gonna win, guys? Let me know in the comments, Team Ray or Team Charizard. To vote on this, guys, go to my page, go to my community tab, and there you can just click on an image. That's all you have to do is click. But guys, it's been a crazy tournament. Not many upsets, to be honest. Some the top 2 seeds did make it to our championship. I'm sad for it to be over, but I'm really excited to see who wins this thing. I think this round is going to literally be the closest round out of all the rounds. Also, guys, Christmas is right around the corner, and so is Mr. Santa Vert with the brand new Christmas God Box. Guys, you can get some fire stuff out of this box, like this slabby patty right here, CGC 9.5 alternate art. Seriously, this box is insane, boys. You get a Christmas plush, you get 2 packs, you get a slab, and you get a Christmas God pack with a guaranteed Charizard card. There is only 75 total of these boxes. Almost half of them have already sold, and the boxes will be marked with a number 1 in 75, 6 out of 75. So your box gets marked. Once the 75 sell out, they're gone forever, guys. So in one day, almost half of them sold out. So if you want one, go get it quick. Keep it under the tree. Last but not least, zoom in on me. Shiny Vert Christmas drop merch. Y'all thought the first one was fire? Merch drop coming soon. That's all I gotta say. I think it's a good card. I'm not gonna say it's not a good card. It's a very good card, but to put it above some of the other cards from this set, I'll go ahead and tell you the set, it's Evolving Skies. To put it over some of the other cards is kind of crazy to me. Like just one card, for example, that I think should have made this top 10 list that does not is Rayquaza V from Evolving Skies, the one with Cynthia and the cape. I think that's such a cool card. But anyways, guys, we have Leafeon VMAX in the field doing some farmer vibes, playing with the hay bale. Oversized Leafeon. I don't know. I mean, it looks really cool, don't get me wrong, but the price of this card is insane. This is the first time in the top 10 list that we start to see a pretty big jump. This card comes in at $174.16, and even with those rumors of Evolving Skies maybe getting a reprint, this card has continued to go up. All right, we're gonna be seeing another big jump in price here with card number 5 on the top 10 list. We have Charizard V alternate art, guys. I have pulled 2 of these now. I got one graded and it came back in 8. I'm sitting on the other one and I really want to get it graded, but I just haven't had the time to do so. But I want a 10 on this card so bad. This is probably the most excited I've ever been to pull a card. Even more, I pulled Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies. I was even more excited to pull this Charizard for some reason. I don't know, it was just like, just hunting down Charizard cards are different, and this one got hate a little bit because I think the hate just came from Charizard being so popular. But guys, in all honesty, I do think this is one of the best alternate art looking cards. You have like a little showdown between Charizard and Venusaur. You've got the sky looking all dark. You've got mountains in the back, some fire on the ground. This is like the epitome of a really cool alternate art card scene. We've got a rivalry on the front with 2 of the biggest Pokemon, 2 of the biggest starters ever. I just thought Charizard was a really good card, and so I think it's well deserved that the market price of this card is $194.38. By the way, guys, keep this in mind that those are the raw prices. Like, that's not graded or anything. So if you get this card in a 10, a PSA 10, CGC 10, not a D banana 10, don't do that. But if you're using PSA or CGC and get it back, that price is going to shoot up, guys. So Charizard V, well-deserved spot. I think it's a beast card. Coming in at number 4, I think this is going to be a surprise to most of y'all watching because a lot of people were talking about this card forever before it came out, saying that it's going to be a top tier card, and don't get me wrong, it is. It's holding on to the number 4 spot, but I think most people thought it would do a little bit better, and that is Lugia V alternate art from the newest set, Silver Tempest. And I think, personally, I think the reason for this is because, don't get me wrong, it's a cool looking card, but as an alternate art, it just does not rank with the other ones. Like, looking at the Leafeon playing with, I don't know. I think, guys, to be honest, I think what kills this card for me and a lot of other people, I know there's people that absolutely love this card, but there's also people who are like, I wish it could have been better. And I think there's two things that play into this side of people saying, I wish it could have been better. For one, the card is really dark. And yeah, I know like that could be part of the art on the card and everything like that. But like to me, the shadow over Lugia's face, I think it would have been cooler just to get a better look at Lugia himself. And then the second reason for that, I think Lugia is such a likable and favorited and nostalgic Pokemon that no matter what they did, this card just wouldn't have been perfect. So like, even if they gave us the best of the best, there's always gonna be things to nitpick because we just want more. And that's kind of where I am with it. It's a really cool card to me, but it's just not my favorite because, like I said, I wish we could have had a little bit more stuff going on with the Lugia. Like, I don't know, don't get me wrong, it's a really cool card, but it's in the number 4 spot for a reason, and I think it's kind of funny 3 spot beat this card. But let's talk about the price. We have a market price on this card of $227.14. This drop right here is just because like this always happens when a new set comes out. Silver Tempest just released, so right when that set releases, obviously this card is going to be a ton. You can see it was going for 400 market price right when it came out, but that's just because like in the first week nobody's pulling Lugia. And then once people start seeing the pull rates and seeing the card more, everything like that, the price is gonna drop. At our number 3 spot, and I think it's so funny that this card is worth more than the Lugia, and I also think it's funny because I think it's well deserved, but everybody was saying, no, Lugia is gonna beat it, Lugia is gonna beat it. We have Giratina V from the set Lost Origin. Now, when this card first came out, I hated it. I hated this card so much. This was probably one of my least favorite alternate arts I've ever seen. When you're just looking at a computer screen like we are right now, it just, I mean, it looks good, but it doesn't look that good. And then the first time I ever saw this card on video, I was like, oh my god, the gold is so much like deeper. It's darker, like it's hard to explain. Like, we complained about the darkness of the Lugia card, but when it comes to Giratina, like the dark vibes, but also being so detailed at the same time, this is probably, if I'm being straight up completely honest with y'all, this is probably my number 1 favorite alternate art card and biggest chase card at the moment in like modern Pokemon. I think it's a great card. I love everything about it. It's creepy. And looking at this market price, guys, $275.11. I'm not sure where this jump comes from right here. In the past 3 months, it's kind of weird, but we are starting to see this card go up, and I think that's because it's hard to pull. Like, it's not, none of these alt arts are easy to pull, but I have not heard of many people pulling the Giratina. And so I think that's why we're seeing that jump along with the end of the Sword and Shield era. So yeah, Giratina, well-deserved spot. Final 2, who's it gonna be? Coming in at our number 2 spot, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, one of the 2 Pokemon that is in the championship of our tournament. Hey, thinking about that, both Charizard and Rayquaza made it into the championship and the top 10. Pretty cool. But Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies is our number 2 spot. This is like the 4th card from Evolving Skies now in this top 10 list. It goes to show what a like dominating effect Evolving Skies had in the Pokemon like Sword and Shield era. It's pretty crazy. The past 3 months, guys, we see Rayquaza absolutely soaring. 3 months ago at $227 to today at $298. But there was a point where Rayquaza did get back over $300. Will we see it get there again? I don't know. Get into our number 1 spot. I'm sure all of y'all can guess it. But is quite notably the best card in the Pokemon Sword and Shield era and has made history now. We have Moonbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies, and this card is legit insane. We were just talking about it, and this card, when Evolving Skies came out, was under Rayquaza. Out of nowhere, it just took off, and it's just been going up and up and up ever since, guys. Of $554.29. Insane, guys. I don't even think y'all get how insane that is. 3 months ago, it was at $425. That is over $100 increase in 3 months. Will this card fall? There's a lot of talk about this card falling, but I think as we move away from the Sword and Shield era and Evo Skies, if we don't get a reprint, I personally do think this card could go up a little more, and then, you know, over the next few years, yeah, it's obviously going to go up. Another really notable thing about this card that I was looking at the other day that's insane. Look, I'm gonna just show you. All I looked up is Pokemon, and then I put the sort by on high to low. So these are like the absolute highest priced products that they have on TCG Player for Pokemon. So we start right off the bat, guys. We start seeing some vintage cards like Blaine's Charizard, $900 market price. Base set Shadowless, $900. Shine Gyarados, Lugia from Neo Genesis. We go to page 2. What's a common theme here, guys? It's all vintage stuff. Everything we're seeing is vintage right now. Page 3. The very tip top of page 3, there's only like 12 cards in front of this, and they're all vintage cards. We have the Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies, a modern day, a modern set card is beating. Look at all this stuff it's beating, guys. It's more expensive than a Fire Red and Leaf Green pack. Like, it's more expensive than a vintage Umbreon EX from Unseen Forces. The modern day Umbreon is beating the vintage Umbreon. Insane. I just thought that was so crazy. I haven't opened packs in a while. We gotta open some Pokemon. Let's get into it. Let's make it quick. Let's go. All right, y'all. Gonna make this a really quick opening for y'all. We have 3 packs of Silver over here, and we're gonna be going against 3 packs of Lost Origin. Big chasers are obviously the 2 that we just talked about on that top 10 list is Lugia and Giratina. I'm hoping for the Giratina. I'm gonna do a speed montage running through these packs. If we get something crazy, I'll slow the video down. Let's go. Right off of bag number 1, guys, a double hitter with the Full Art Gallade and the Spirit Tomb Trainer Gallery. Not a bad pack at all. Silver Tempest 3-pack blister gonna have some work to do. Alright guys, we're about to get into the Silver Tempest 3-pack blister. Now, something to note, we got a hit from every single one of those Lost Origin packs, and I always feel like a certain type of way. There's the code card for y'all. I always feel a certain type of way, like if I go to a certain GameStop and I'm getting a bunch of hits from all the packs, and I'm like, oh, that GameStop, they have good hits forever. That's just how I think about it. So maybe we'll see some crazy stuff come out of the Silver Tempest 3-pack blister because I did get it from the same store. Let's see what happens. Oh, I saw the silver. Oh, every time I see the silver borders, I'm like, Lugia, Lugia. Alright guys, last pack. We've gotten a hit from every single one today. If y'all enjoyed the top 10, if y'all enjoyed this video, leave a like, drop a comment. Let me know your favorite card from that top 10 list and your favorite set from the Sword and Shield era. My favorite card, honestly, is probably either the Giratina or the Rayquaza, just because I like Rayquaza. But don't forget, go vote on my community tab as well for Charizard versus Rayquaza Reverse and a Zygarde. So our last pack was the only pack without a hit. Come on now, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.
If you looking for the dope, niggas got it in the bag, cause we trapping on the low.
What's up, fool? Whoa! Subscribe.
So everybody, please subscribe to Shiny Vert.